I made myself a super hard Dead by Daylight challenge, where I have to grind the Iridescent 1 without using any items, add-ons, offerings, or perks. And these are the results of my first attempt trying the challenge. And don't make fun of my editing, because I edited this whole video on my PS4 on my phone. Anyways, yo, what's good, fam? And if you didn't already click over the video, you're probably thinking, Iridescent 1 without perks, items, add-ons, offerings, nothing? Anybody could do that, it's definitely possible. But I didn't mention that for this challenge, you have to get to Iridescent 1 within 100 games. Honestly, I don't even know if this is possible. It probably is, because I made it to Iridescent 4. Yeah, that's right, I failed. But I made it to Iridescent 4. And this is on the Survivor side, by the way. I know I have killer gameplay in the background, but that's because you don't want to see me sit on a generator. You want to see me actually do something. And of course, the first stat I've listed down is matches played, which is obviously 100. That's the challenge. I have 46 wins and 54 losses. My longest win streak was a win streak of 9 games, and my longest losing streak was a streak of 10. And funny part is, my 10-game losing streak didn't even happen when I was in gold or when I was just in red. Like, my losing streak happened when I was in silver. I just couldn't win. Out of my 54 games lost, I think about maybe almost 40, yeah, I think about 40 of them I could have won if I had any type of perk. It doesn't even matter. If I had one perk, like if I had Dead Hard or Off the Record, I feel like I would have won like 20 plus more games. But the past, I can't change it. And the next thing I have is I had disconnected one game. There was one game that I disconnected, and that's because my internet shut off. It's not because I rage quit. My internet just said, hey yo, fuck you. And of course I counted it as a loss because I loaded into the game, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to count it, but I was counting every game. And this challenge starts as soon as the rank resets. I know it's been a minute since the rank reset, but I've been hanging out with a family a lot. I haven't been on the game that much, but as soon as the rank resets, it's the first 100 games you played. It doesn't matter. The next stat I've written down, which is in my opinion one of the most important, is how many games I had teammates kill themselves on first hook or disconnect from the game as soon as they got hooked, or even when they get down because they like to go down instantly in solo queue. Which I'm not saying I never go down instantly. Everybody has bad chases, but it was the amount of matches that I lost strictly because I didn't have a fourth teammate to help early on in the game when it's most important to have all 4 survivors alive. And I had 13 survivors disconnect or kill themselves on hook, and I lost all 13 games. Especially with the kill rates being at 60%, which is where the devs say like it should be. They said that a bit ago, but at this rate in the game, the most the most killer sided this game has been since I started playing a year ago. This is the most important time to have all 4 survivors alive and play as a team. The only time they disconnected, and I felt it from the bottom of my heart, is when we went against the Nurse. Because bro, fuck Nurse, bro. If you play Nurse, you don't play the game for fun. You play to win, you ruin everybody else's fun. You might find that fun, hey, you do you, but come on, bro. But right now I'm gonna put on screen all the killers I went against from most to least, and I'll have the wins and losses I have next to them. And while you're looking at that, you can look at that how long you want. I don't really care. But I'm gonna list one fact for every killer that I noticed during my challenge. So it's obvious I played against Wesker the most, but that's because when I started the challenge, he pretty much just came out. So of course everybody's gonna want to play him, you know what I mean? That's how the game works. I should have chosen a better time, but who cares? I just played against a lot of Weskers. Going against Huntress, all Huntresses I went against had bought skins from the store. None of them had the default skin, which I thought was pretty cool. With the Nurse, we won one match, we got a 3-man out, and the other 6 matches, 5 of them ended with 5 gens still left to be done, and one of them 4, so whenever we didn't win, we got completely decimated, and it wasn't fun at all. For Wraith, he just didn't like me. Like, every Wraith that goes against me just doesn't like me. For Spirit, every single Spirit player that we lost against brought a purple or iridescent add-on. I'm tired of seeing the mother-daughter ring, whatever it's called. I'm tired of seeing it. Why does every Spirit bring the most OP add-ons? Against Legion, not a single Legion was playing casually, bro. Like, they had the add-ons to where you couldn't heal for the rest of the match. They had, you know what I mean, the best gen slowdown perks. They had everything. They were not playing around. They were playing to win every single time. Oni's the only killer that I went against more than twice, and I have an equal win-loss against him, which was really cool. Nemesis is ugly. Dredge is the opposite of Huntress. For Dredge, one person had the I think it was the doll outfit from the store. Every other dredge was default dredge. Every Death Singer I went against hates pallets. They did their best to not break them. I don't know why. Like, bro, just break the pallet. Against Blight, every time a Blight won, he had the Alk Ring, which is a purple add-on, or he had like the Insta Down tablet, which is ridiculous. Like, why do you even need that, bro? And Fretting is just boring as shit. He's just not fun to play against. Like, that's about it. And here's more of the list of the most played killers I went against. You can see not very many of them have been played because Wesker came out. Everybody's playing Wesker because he just came out. Why wouldn't they? But Ghostface, every Ghostface I went against just sucked. They were just not good. Every Trapper I went against had I think it's a purple add-on or a iridescent, the brick where you can't pick yourself up out of a trap. You'll go right on the ground. And yeah, they usually can't too. Like, it wasn't fun. Basement Trapper with that add-on is not fun. Billy, I'm surprised I even saw Billy. I've gone against Billy maybe, not including this challenge, twice since I started playing this game a little over a year ago. That's it. And Clown is just super fucking boring. Doctor, one of the doctors was extremely toxic, hitting everybody on the hook, tunneling. But then the other one, he didn't even tunnel or anything. He just had the iridescent king and queen. He was fucking on us. Like, we didn't even stand a chance. For Pyramid Head, one thing I noticed is both Pyramid Heads used range add-ons, because all of his other add-ons are basically fucking useless. For Onryo, nothing in particular. She did soft tunnel me both games, but hey, I still got out both games, so it doesn't matter. For Artist is one of the best killers. Like, we all know that. She's like super good. But all of them were toxic. It's like, bro, chill. Like, they were like slapping everybody on hook, you know what I'm saying? Mostly me, because if I put them here, it's mostly because it happened to me, not my teammates. But yeah, they were just slapping on the hook with like the best add-on, you know what I'm saying? Just everything. It was kind of annoying, but it is what it is. For Myers, the one game, he had a tombstone to kill everybody, and he just full-on murdered somebody at 4 gens, and we still got 2 people out, which I thought was insane. For Bubba, he face camped to me, and it's the only one I went against. Like, who would have guessed? And the Plague didn't get a single kill. And here are the last 4 killers that I went up against. Cenobite, Pinhead, whatever you want to call him, Demo, Hag, Trickster. I lost against all of them. I don't know why. In solo queue, they just stomp in solo queue. I don't know why. But the biggest surprise that I had is that I didn't go against a single pig player. Just nobody plays pig anymore. I guess I'm just the last one. Another thing, whenever the killer brought his own map offering, they won every single game. 100% of the matches they won when they brought their own map offering. And right here, I put down the most used killer perks because I took track, which is Scorch Hook, Eruption, you know what I mean, Said Best for Last, Barbecue, and Chili, the Pursuer, and Overcharge. And the only things I have to say to these perks is fuck this perk, this perk, this perk, a little bit of this perk, and this perk. But like 20 times more fucking over. I hate this perk with a fucking passion. It's so annoying, especially paired with Dead Man Switch. Speaking of Dead Man Switch, here are the other top 6 most used perks by killers, and we got Bamboozle, Jolt, or Surge, whatever you want to call it, Corrupt Intervention, Call O'Brien, Deadlock, and Dead Man Switch. And what I gotta say, Dead Man Switch is fuck you, but like times 50. If you don't know me well, I'm one of those people who love perks that incentivizes the killer to hook multiple people, because you have to hook people and get them on the hooks for these perks to activate. But like, come on, it's so annoying, especially with the gen times being higher. Like, being kicked off of it, not being able to do it at all, is just so annoying. But one thing I find super crazy is a total of 30 killers tunneled, like off rip, not for pressure, just to play the game. They just tunneled off rip, which is, I think, is ridiculous. I don't know why so many killers are tunneling now. This is just a list of some of the killers that camped to tunnel my teammates off rip. I have my teammates getting tunneled and me getting tunneled. I have them in 2 different lists, so it's not both of us getting tunneled. This one is strictly just my teammates. And here's just the top 3 killers that tunneled me the most. You see, Twins tunneled me every single game. I got tunneled by a Wraith every single game. Every time I got tunneled by a Spirit, she had purple iridescent add-on, so there's nothing I could do about it. But I got tunneled by Wesker 8 fucking times for no reason. I don't have them on this list if they're doing it for pressure, if they're doing it because we're doing gens too fast. They're only strictly on this list if they don't like me. That's the only reason they're on this list. And Wesker 8 times, I don't know, bro, it just blows my mind. Oh yeah, and did I mention he's the only killer that disconnected? He disconnected twice to be exact. And as I mentioned earlier, I got to my 100th game and I am at Iridescent 4, Pip 1. So I didn't make it very far into red rank, but I still got to red rank on solo queue without without perks, you know what I mean? I feel like I did good. And yeah, that's everything I have to talk about my challenge. I don't have any games to show you. I'll clip some next time I do this challenge. For Survivor, it's gonna be a little bit before I do this challenge. I'm trying to use perks, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go through this again. Solo queue has been a nightmare without any perks to help me out, and if you do want to see the games when I do a challenge like this, why don't you hop over on the Twitch? I hope you guys enjoyed the video I was going over today. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers before Halloween night. I also did this challenge with a killer, one of the weakest killers in the game, and it didn't go so well. Expect that video to come out sometime this week. It should. Other than that, make sure you subscribe and like, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to tune in next time where I give Nurse 5 blinks.